A very good morning and good evening to all the participants. We're going to start today's session. I hope all the participants are able to hear me. Thank you. Today I'm going to explain very detailedly on the front end on analysis for OLAP, Lumira, and how to connect with Excel. So here you have HANA S4 HANA system. Excuse me. So before that, let me log into remote desktop. Let me type in RDP, click remote desktop, click connect. Click yes. So once we click yes, let me log into remote desktop. Participants, is my voice breaking? Hello participants? All the participants feel my voice is breaking? I'm just getting a message my voice is breaking. Okay, thank you so much. Now, let us click on start. Click all programs. Click SAP HANA and click on HANA Studio. So once I click on HANA Studio, I click OK. Now we are logging into HANA Studio. So once we log into HANA Studio, HANA Studio, let us right click on System, click Log On. So I'll expand the system. Let us expand the catalog. Let us go to the schema called Best. So here you have a schema called Best. Expand the schema. Let us right click on Tables. Expand the tables. So here you can see the different tables over here. Let us scroll to the top. So here, close the Best schema. What I'm going to do, here this is nothing but in catalog you have tables. Now let me open the content. Now from this content, I will access these business scenarios to the front end. Let me expand any of the package. This I'm trying to expand any of the package. Right click on the analytic view, click data preview. Once I click on data preview, let us click on raw data. So once you click on raw data, so here can we see the data over here. Now my question to participants, how can I expose these objects to the front end? To expose these objects to the front end, we require to create a BACS connection. We create a BACS, nothing but it is known as OLAP connection. How can you create an OLAP connection? What is the meaning of OLAP? The meaning of OLAP means online transaction analytical processing. Online analytical processing, OLAP. Now, in order to create the connection, click Start, click All Programs, click on Business Intelligence. Click on the business intelligence. Click on BA Launchpad. Click on BA Launchpad. Well, once we click on BA Launchpad, the username is best and the password is W capital welcome 123 and click log on. So once I log on, participants able to hear me? Participants, is there any problem in my voice? Okay, so once we log on, because I'm just getting few messages, participants not able to hear me. I think it is okay now. So am I fast today, participants? Because participants think that I'm fast. So can I go slow? Participants, you want me to go slow? Okay, so let me close this. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is, so until now here participants are okay. So here you have a business scenario and we preview data for the business scenario. The next step is click start, click all programs, click on business intelligence, and here click on what am I doing? Click on information design tool. Once I click on information design tool, once we click on the information design tool, now let me log into system. To log into system, let us right click on system, click open session. The username is best and provide the password W capital welcome 123 and click OK. So once you click OK, expand the system. Once you expand the system, here we can see connections in universe. Right click on the connections, click on insert OLAP connection. So once you click on insert OLAP connection, provide the resource name ZOLAP underscore HANA. Provide the description. Click next. So once you click next, now here let us expand SAP HANA. Please see in the SAP system, what is the connection we are creating here? We are creating an OLAP connection. So what is the type of connection? OLAP connection. Please see once again. Right click on connections, click on insert OLAP connection. So once you click on insert OLAP connection, give the name OLAP underscore 009, provide the description, click next, and once you click next, so here at SAP HANA, we have something called HANA client. Once you select the HANA client, click next, provide the host name, so in order to provide the host name, right click on system, and click properties. Once you click on properties, click on additional properties. Let me copy the host name. Once I copy the host name, let us go back, give the host name details, provide the username is best, and provide the password W capital welcome 123. So once you give these details, click finish. So we need to give also the port number. Let us give the port number 30115 and click finish. So once you click finish, please see participants. Just now we are creating an OLAP connection. Right click on the connections, click refresh folder. So what is the type of connection we created? OLAP connection. Let us go to this OLAP connection, ZOLAP underscore. ZOLAP underscore 009. Yeah, here it is. So let us double click on this. Once I double click on this, please see participants. Let me click on test connection. Once I click on test connection, test successful. Okay. What is the difference between a relational connection and OLAP connection? My question to participants once again. What is the difference between a relational connection and an OLAP connection? Relational connections are used to create connections to relational RDBMS. But OLAP connections communicate using MDX, multi-dimensional expressions. Especially OLAP communicates using MDX, multi-dimensional expressions. Now, how do you know whether it is communicating with MDX? Click close, or click on query. Now, please see participants, what is this here? MDX. Yesterday, what we saw? JDBC. JDBC communicate with which language? SQL. But OLAP communicate with which language? MDX. What is the full form of MDX? Multi-dimensional expressions. Okay, participants? Okay, now, until now what we have done, let me quickly draw it in MS Paint. What is that until now we have done? We have HANA S4 HANA. On top of this, we created an OLAP connection. So this is an OLAP. This is an OLAP connection. So here you have HANA S4. Now this OLAP connection connects to, this OLAP connection uses MDX, multi-dimensional expressions. Now once this is done, OLAP can integrate to the front end, that is to the user interface, that is to UI. And this UI is nothing but it's known as analysis for OLAP. It is a web-based application. It is a web-based application. Please see. Let me go back. The connection is ready. Whatever the connection that you see here, I'm going to access this connection inside analysis for OLAP. So double click on this. Participants, double click on this. Once you double click, the username is best. The password is W capital welcome 123. Click log on. So once you click log on, So here you can see, click on Applications, click on Analysis Edition for OLAP. Once you click on Analysis Edition for OLAP, give the name, click Search. So here you can see the connection that we created in IDT. Select the connection, click Next, click on Folder. Once I click on Folder, now please see participants, it is connecting to the backend system. All the backend packages you can see over here. Which package would I like to access? I would like to access a package called, what is the package, participants? Ronak_transfer. I think this is one of the participants have created. Ronak_transfer. Let us go back. And then let us go to Ronak_transfer. So here you can see Ronak_transfer. Let us expand this. Once we expand this, Ronak_transfer, where is this? Ronak_transfer. So let us expand SD. I'm just trying to navigate. Let us select expand FI. So actual_COPA. Let's select this and click OK. So once I click OK, so it's trying to process over here. It's trying to process here. So once here you can see the processing is complete. Now please see participants, I'll drag and drop VV010 to columns axis. It is just similar to Excel. VV070, drag and drop to columns axis. Drag and drop BU text to rows axis. So here you can see the gross revenue and sales reductions. Now what I'll do, I'll click on save. Click on save as. So once you see here, click on save as. Give the name for this jetcopa_data. Now what is the type that we are saving here? Analysis workshop. So this document is nothing but called as analysis workshop. Click save. So once it's saved, now suppose say, now here you see participants. Now here you have insert. Click on insert. Click on insert sub-analysis. And here you have insert. Now here you can see participants. So here you have analysis 1, and here you have analysis 1 dot subanalysis 1. Now once you have this analysis 1 and subanalysis 1, now here you can click on pie chart. Once I click on pie chart, now please see participants, you can switch to different charts, clustered bar column, and here you can switch to stacked bars. So here you have analysis 1, here you have analysis 1, subanalysis 1, here you have analysis 1 and subanalysis 2. And these are the details of each participant. So it means it is nothing but the company code and the gross revenue and the sales reductions. Now when you click on analysis, if you would like to filter, right click on BU Keras, click filter, click by member. So once I click by member, now suppose say you would like to access, for example, company code 1000, click find, or any other company code. Just I'm trying to search for some company codes. So here you can see the measures. If you want to drag and drop one more measure, you can just drag and drop VV070 to measures. I'm just trying to filter some values. So once I click OK, now here you can see only for company code 1000. Now here you see there is something called prompt. What is a prompt? A prompt is nothing but it depends on what is the user input. These are also known as variables. So how do you create a variable? Please see participants, let me go to HANA Studio. Now let me go to the model. Expand the package. Double click on the data model. Once I double click on the data model, click on parameters and variables, and here click on create variable. Give the name for the variable. So what is the name I would like to give it over here? I would like to give Z company code. Provide the label. Provide the attribute view called company code. So here I'm giving this name and the label as company code, and let us select the attribute BU Keras. Once I select this attribute called BU Keras, now here you can select the selection type, whether it is a single selection, single value multiple entries. Now if you would like to give it as mandatory, select mandatory, and click OK. So once you click OK, so here we can create a variable. Click validate, click save and activate. So once you click activate, select the request and click finish. Once you click refresh and finish, click on save and activate, click yes. Now the model is redeployed. Now let us go back. Let us double click on OLAP underscore 00, OLAP underscore 009. Now using this connection, I'm access to the front end. Now once I refresh, please see participants, once I refresh this, now you'll see analysis edition for OLAP. Let us copy paste the connection. There's some problem here. Okay. OLAP underscore 009. Let us select the connection again. Click next. Click folders. And let us go to package. So I'm selecting so let us expand the package. Yes, I'm searching for that package. It's taking longer time. Expand FI. Now here I'm going to select this. Click OK. Now please see participants. This time it is asking us to select jet company code. And this jet company code, we need to click on this display member selector. Once you click on display member selector, we need to select the required values. Whatever the values are required, just we need to select those values. Click OK. And once you click OK, let us click OK again. Now this time it will only show these values in the output. This time, when you right click on, select the BUK arrows and drag and drop to rows. And drag and drop VV0102 to columns. So here you can see, only for the ones that we selected, it displays the measured source here. Now let me drag and drop here. Once you drag and drop here, now it will show you the breakdown by year based on different company codes. So here you have company code breakdown by year, and this is the gross revenue. Okay, participants. Now, if we see here, I would like to take HANA S4 HANA to connect to Lumira. So what is Lumira? Lumira is self-service BI, rich in visualization. When we are connecting Lumira with HANA S4 HANA, when we are connecting Lumira with HANA S4 HANA, there is no need of connection. Now this connection is an inbuilt connection that is already provided by SAP. The connection is already inbuilt, that is already provided by SAP. I click on, so here we can see SAP Lumira. So let me double click on SAP Lumira. Let me double click on the HANA Studio. Just I'm logging to the Lumira in HANA Studio. Let me click OK. Now once I log into the HANA Studio, now here we can see, now I'm at the HANA Studio. Let us expand the system, expand the content. So here we can see there are different packages. So now here we are at the SAP Lumira. Now what we need to do, first click on File. Click New. So here you have an option called Connect to SAP HANA. Double click. So here we can connect to SAP HANA. Select SAP HANA. Provide the server and the port number. So where do you see the server and the port number? Let us go back. Let us right click on System. Click Properties. Click on Additional Properties. So here is the server and the port number, SAP HAN 30015. So I'll go back. I'll give the server and the port number. Instance number is 01. Username is best. And password is W capital welcome 123. So once you provide the username and password, click on connect. Once we click connect, now what it is doing, it's trying to connect to the back end. So here you see, so here I've given the which system I'm connecting. So here I am giving the which system I'm connecting, what is the server name, port number, instance number, username, password, and click next. Once I click next, now please see, here you can see all the different views that are connecting to the backend. Now let me go to the backend system. Let me choose any of the package S4 HANA. Let me take some package from here. Let me right click on this calculation view and click data preview. Once I click data preview, just I would like to see data preview in the HANA Studio before I could use it in the SAP Lumira. It's trying to load. Let me click on raw data. So here we can see year, company code text, actual gross and plan gross. Now what I'm going to do, I'll go back to SAP Lumira and let us see the package S4 HANA package S4 underscore PKG. So here we can see S4 HANA underscore PKG. So this is the same package. So whatever the package that we see here, I can see the same package over here. And then let me select this, the CV underscore actual underscore plan underscore data. And finally, let me click on create. So once I click create, now here it is trying to preparation scanning the source. It's trying to connect to the SAP HANA system. It's connecting to SAP HANA. The connection is successful. So once the connection is successful, now here we can see measures and dimensions. X-axis, Y-axis. Let me select the company code and drag and drop to the dimensions. Drag and drop year. Drag and drop VV010. So if we close the company code, we can only see by year. For the year 2014. So you're able to see data for 2014. Drag and drop the name of the company code. So here we can see, I can click on add filter, click on year, select the required years according to the business requirement. So these are all the selected years. Click apply. Once we click apply, so here you can see, click on. So there are different line charts, tuck clouds, heat maps. So here you can see different heat maps, tree maps. So you have a table cross tab. But once you click on cross tab, so here you can see year, name of the company code, and plan gross revenues. Bubble charts. Geospatial analysis. So like this you can see, according to the business requirement, according to the requirement of the business, we can use different types of charts. And these are all self-service. So directly the business user can drag and drop according to his requirement. Now we can click on file, click save as. So once you click save as, so here you can save the document. provide the description, and click Save. So here you have an extension with .lums. So Lumira is completely self-service BI. It's completely self-service BI, and it is very, very easy to use. Now, if you see here, click Start, click All Programs, click on Microsoft 2013, click on Excel. Now, even HANA can directly connect to Excel. The normal Excel that we use, HANA can directly connect to the normal Excel. Business users would love to work on Excel. In order to connect to Excel, in order to connect to the Excel, click Data, click from Other Sources, click from Data Connection Wizard, from Data Connection Wizard. So here we have an option called Other/Advanced. Select Other/Advanced, click Next. Once we click Next, so here you should be able to see a provider called SAP HANA MDX provider. Once I select this provider, click Next, provide the host name, SAP HAN, instance number 01, username is best, password is W capital, welcome 123, language is EN, and click on test connection. 1 minute. Instance number is instance number is 00. It's not 01, it's 00. So once I click on test connection succeeded. Now what I'm trying to do, now this time directly I'm connecting Excel to SAP HANA system. Click OK and click OK. So once I click OK, so here we can see it is connecting to the packages. So what package I'm looking over here? I'm looking at the package S4 HANA PKG_GG. So I'll go to the Excel, I'll search for S4 HANA. So here I'm just trying to select some package I'm trying to select, just to select any of the view. So here I'll select one analytic view and click Finish and click OK. So once I click OK, so here you can see on your right hand side, here we can see VB010, VB070, company code, material, Gregorian hierarchy, net revenue. Now suppose I select the hierarchy, I select the Gregorian hierarchy. So here you can see for different years, I'll click on the company code. So for each year, now you're trying to display the company net revenues. materials. So based on customer, for each customer, what materials, for each materials, what is the revenue? So here I'm trying to display what's the revenue based on each customer and material. Now this is also self-service. Directly the business users can connect to SAP HANA. Now when connecting to SAP HANA, when connecting Excel to SAP HANA, what is the connection it uses? It uses MDX, multi-dimensional expressions. An Excel can communicate to SAP HANA using an MDX. Web Intelligence can communicate to SAP HANA using a relational connection. Analysis for OLAP can communicate to SAP HANA using an OLAP connection. OLAP use MDX. Lumira connects to SAP HANA using a JDBC connection. Now let me show you the assignment for participants. So if you go to the Dropbox, let us go to the Dropbox. Double click on common materials. So double click on assignments. So here you have UI integration with HANA S4. And here you see integrating HANA with Excel. Integrating HANA with Lumira. So let us double click on integrating HANA with Excel. The same, we need to go to data and then select from data connection wizard, other/advanced, select SAP HANA MDX provider, provide the details, and then select the required data model. Once we select the required data model, select the package, select the data models under the package, and finally click on data preview, click on raw data. So this is the data that we see. Now, once we go to the Excel, so in Excel, you can select the required columns according to your requirement, and here you can see the output of data. Now, coming to SAP Lumira, double click on SAP Lumira. So how HANA can be integrated with Lumira? So once you open Lumira, click on New. Once you click on New, connect to SAP HANA. Click Next. Once you click Next, click Connect. Select the data source. Drag and drop the required columns. Once you drag and drop the required columns, so here you can see net revenue, sales deductions. So here you can see the output. Thank you all the participants to attend today's session on the front end. Tomorrow I'm going to start with a new topic. Until then, a very good morning and good evening to all the participants. Thank you.